Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Madridista Notes. Tonight, of course, we have Real Madrid versus Barcelona in the Spanish Super Cup final. It's the, as they say in Spain, Super Copa de España, and it's going to be a blockbuster of El Clasico. It's a cup final. Doesn't matter what kind of cup it is. It isn't. It doesn't even matter if it's a friendly. It's an El Clasico, and we are here to watch history. It's Real Madrid versus Barcelona. Every time we come against this team, it's always sparks flying, and it's stressful, and painful. If your team doesn't come out on top, it's painful. And of course, we are not going to be on the negativity side. We're going to be positive, and I hopefully we come out with a resounding win, not like a win that will boost our confidence, because we need a confidence booster. We haven't been informed, but we can show the world that it doesn't matter if you were informed. It's Real Madrid. We come whenever we come to play knockout competitions in finals. It's Real Madrid. We put our stamp on it and we just go through it. So let's go through with team selection first. Let's go with Real Madrid's team first. In goal, of course, there's Thibaut Courtois, and back four consists of Carvajal, Militao, Rudiger, and Mendy. No surprises there. There, I was a little bit contemplating if Ancelotti will go with Mendy, or maybe he will keep his trust in Nacho, because Nacho had a really good game against Valencia in the semi-final. But Ancelotti went with his first choice back four with the players available right now, and he went with a midfield heavy team here. We have seen Rodrigo play in the semi-final. We have seen Asensio play previously in the right wing role. We have seen Valverde play too. But I think that as we are missing Tchouameni, we need a bit of more still bit of more protection in the midfield, as our defense has been leaking goals left and right everywhere. So I think as Valverde will be playing as the hybrid right wing, right midfielder role when in defense, I think we will play a flat 4-4-2 or something like that, uh, with Cruz, of course, the deepest. Camavinga on his left side and Modric on his right, and Valverde a bit on the forward side, but he, with his engine, with his lungs, he can of course run up and down the whole pitch for a whole 90 minutes. Doesn't even matter, 90 minutes, he can even go for 120 minutes. And in at the top of our formation, we have Benzema and Vinicius. Those are most These two are most potent attacking options. So without Benzema, this attack functions really poorly. And we need Vinicius. We need Vinicius to get back in form, clear his head. We need him to clear his head. He doesn't need to get so animated whenever some decisions go against him. The opposition fans go, bully him, and the players, opposition players, bully him and stuff like that. Try to go for hard tackles. The referees, we will trust the referees to do their jobs, and we have to hope that Vinicius blocks those thoughts out of his mind and has a clear mind, because Vinicius, who is focused, is a really dangerous. Vinicius. There aren't many footballers in the world right now who can break the lines with their dribbling. Right now, those are the rarity. One of them are Vinicius Junior, and we have him in our hands, in our team, and we are lucky to have him. So hopefully that he has a magnificent, a great match tonight. We need him a lot, because Benzema cannot do everything by himself. We need Vinicius as the supporting role, and we will need Vinicius' goals too. He was scoring regularly before the slump in form, so we need him. Now let's check out the Barcelona team here. In goal, Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen has shown good form recently. His display against Real Betis in the semi-final, I watched that match, did a watch along there, and he was really, really good. He made some really good saves. Back four of Barcelona consists of Jules Koundé, Araujo, Christensen, and Balde. In the formation, it shows a 4-3-3. I don't know what kind of hybrid formation Barcelona is playing today. It shows Busquets as the defensive midfielder, Gavi and De Jong on either side of him. On left wing, Pedri, number 9, Lewandowski, and right wing Dembele. Dembele has been in superb form. He had been terrorizing the Real Betis defense for the whole match until he was subbed off by Xavi. He will be the most potent attacking threat for Barcelona, and the player Mendy has to totally lock up. With him getting locked up, the um, emphasis on creating chances will 100% go to the midfield, and with the midfield, I won't say that they have midfield superiority. We have a midfielder can definitely, who are definitely superior to Barcelona's midfield right now. And I would say if it's midfield against midfield, the match will Real Madrid can definitely win the midfield battle there, and we can then take the match away from Barcelona. So I think Mendy, it depends a lot on Mendy how he deals with Ousmane Dembele tonight. It will be really important and a really fun battle to see Dembele versus Mendy tonight. 7 minutes to go till the match starts. Let's talk about some of the matches that happened tonight. I am sure some of you follow the Premier Leagues. Arsenal beat their London rivals Tottenham. Right now, Arsenal is leading by 8 points in the Premier League. Who would have thought that? That was a really good match. I watched the Arsenal versus Tottenham match. Arsenal has a player who I would love to have in Real Madrid, and that's Bukayo Saka. Our right wing side is a black hole. Rodrigo, Asensio, Valverde, none of them are natural right wingers, and all of them don't really do the position of right wing any good service whenever they play there. They can do a job there. Valverde did the best in on that position this season. He scored some magnificent goals, but we need a first choice right winger. And if I was in Real Madrid board or Real Madrid scouting team or whatever recruitment team, I would put the name of Bukayo Saka at the very, very front. And there are some reports about Real Madrid almost being certain that they will win the race for Jude Bellingham. To be honest, the kind of situation we are seeing from Liverpool, I don't think Jude Bellingham will be very enticed to move there. Our main competition, I think, is Manchester City, and if Guardiola stays, I think, yeah, it will be all be revealed. The more concerning matter for our midfield is the continuation of Toni Kroos. We have to, we will of course respect his wishes if he wants to continue with Real Madrid for another season or not, but we need him to continue for one more season at the very least. Our midfield isn't ready to transition from the Kroos Modric influence yet. Camavinga, Chouameni, Valverde, although very, very good players, great players, but they are not yet ready to take on the level of expectation and responsibility that you have to take on when you are running the midfield of Real Madrid. So I hope that Cruz Modric continues for one more season at the very least. In the meantime, Valverde, Camavinga, Chouameni, as well as if with that Bellingham joins us. They learn from them and they can take on from there in better condition, in better position. So I hope that we can convince Cruz to continue for one more season at least. And I think it all indicates that Modric is continuing for one more season at the very least, so we don't have to worry about that one. The problem is we only have one defensive midfielder in the team, that's Chouameni, and right now that Chouameni is injured. Right now we don't have a solid defensive midfielder, and that sometimes gives us problems when there isn't a defensive midfielder to plug that hole. So yeah, we need to fill in the gap for Chouameni, and we should look at some backup options, maybe defensive midfield backup for Chouameni whenever he isn't fit. We need to look at that. And in attack, we have too many holes. So there isn't even. I think Rodrigo is can be an ample backup for Vinicius, so they can um, compete for that position of left wing. And if Real Madrid board still doesn't want to go for a striker who can be backup of Benzema, then I think they can at least they can be they can use Rodrigo as a backup for Benzema too, but in right wing position, we definitely need a world class signing, a first choice signing for right wing position. And I haven't even heard anyone being linked to Real Madrid. I don't know what our management is waiting for. They're waiting for something, that's for sure, but I don't know what our management is currently waiting for, to be honest. And I hope that they have some names written down. And yeah, if they don't have it, then yeah, we cannot really go into every season without having a solid right winger. And here the players are taking the photos, so the ceremony and everything is done. The lineups are on the screen. The lineups are on the screen here too. So you guys are welcome to check the lineups. The match is going to start. Let's keep our nerves. The team should keep their nerves because most of the team is super duper. What should I say? Um, um, Experienced here. They are not faced by this kind of matches anymore. We are used to playing Champions League finals and stuff. So yeah, the players shouldn't be feeling the nerve, even though it's an El Clasico. We will always feel as fans really really emotional and really I don't know, stressful, but the players they are really used to it. So I hope to not watch a chaotic match. I hope our midfield really can keep hold of the ball well this match, keep the midfield steady because we need to win the midfield battle. I think Shijabi went with four midfielders to battle with the Real Madrid midfielders in this position. So we need to really, really do well on this in the middle of the pitch and keep this Barcelona midfield from dominating our midfield, and that would be a shame. That would be really shameful if these players dominate this illustrious Real Madrid midfield. Even though they are getting older, Modric and Kroos, we cannot let them dominate our midfield. Yeah, I don't like the referee from his face. I remember this is the same shitty guy who screwed us in one of the Super Cup matches and sent Cristiano Ronaldo off or something on that category. I remember his face. So these people don't get punished; they get always rewarded. So hopefully there won't be any problems and we get fair match. I just hope for a fair match. I don't hope for any advantage. Hopefully, there is no advantage for either teams. Here is the match has started. Cruz starts the match. The ball is rolling. Here is Mendy, Courtois, Courtois to Rudiger. Rudiger hasn't been really playing that great, to be honest. He needs to pick up some form, gel better with the team, and we will need him in the later stages of the game because Alaba and Militao had some physical problems, to be honest, in the beginning, in the later stages of the season. Last season, I remember we were forced to play Nacho and even Vallejo a lot, some of the times during really important knockout matches. So, as a first choice substitute, Rudiger is nothing to scoff about. So, he should be ample backup, but he needs to get back into some kind of form. He needs to be the Rudiger that we have seen in Chelsea. And here is Araujo battling with Vinicius, holding on to his shirt and everything, and the referee doesn't really whistle for the foul. They can grab onto them, they can uh, pull the shirts of our players, but we shouldn't be expecting any kind of fouls. So that sets the tone for the match just from the start. We will see if he keeps the same energy when Real Madrid players does it too. Then I will say, okay, fair game. Their players are holding on to our players. You're not giving any yellow cards, but if you do the opposite when our players will do something like that, then yeah, you're not being fair. So we will see. Let's see. Here is Barcelona. Araujo looks like to be the one playing right back to nullify the threat of Vinicius on the left wing side. And in defense, then they have Kunde and Christensen. So we have one of the center backs of Chelsea from last season, and Barcelona has one of the Chelsea center backs from last season. And here is Vinicius Junior battling it out against Kunde. Some battles going on, individuals battles going on here, and the referee whistles for a foul. Kunde has some stuff to say. Yeah, they are most of the time talk anyway. Doesn't matter. We just have to concentrate on our game. Here is Ter Stegen. Looks like Real Madrid are employing high press here, not letting Barcelona come out. Um, you know, not letting them passing out from the defense. We have the players there guarding and pressing, so they cannot come out with the passing scheme. And here is Barcelona winning the ball back. Carvajal intercepts and wins the ball back once more. Here is Mendy to Vinny trying to play a back heel, but ball is intercepted. Barcelona has the ball. Here is Usman Dembele to Pedri. Let's see. The interesting part will be where Pedri plays because he will be, I think, floating throughout the whole pitch. He doesn't have. I don't think he will have a fixed position. He is a deep runs from midfield, creates a lot of havoc in opposition defense, and he scored a goal against Real Betis in the semi-final, but he was unfortunate. It was flagged for offside. He made a run from deep from the midfield and scored. So our midfield has to keep a close eye on Pedri making those runs. We have to really be careful about that. Here is Jules Koundé to Frankie de Jong, Frankie to Busquets to Gavi. Here is Balde to Busquets. Nothing there really, just some play acting from Busquets. Cruz just went there. He didn't even make contact with him, I think. Yeah, the acting of Busquets goes on. 10 years later, the same shit. Everyone remembers the thing is that Busquets used to do during the El Clasico. So, nothing there. There is nothing there. And Barcelona gets a free kick for that play acting from Busquets. Really, really nice. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, of course, of course. You are not gonna be assholes. Okay, here is the free kick from Pedri. Oh, that could have been dangerous. Araujo cannot get latch onto the ball there. Ball goes out of play. Goal kick to Real Madrid, and he was onside too. It looked really dangerous. Rodrigo lost him. Sorry, Rudiger lost him. That was bad defending from Rudiger. He couldn't keep an eye on Araujo, so there is one minus point for Rudiger already. Joe, I said he hasn't been playing that great to be the first choice. So whenever Alaba is fit, I think he should get back. Rodrigo hasn't really impressed. To be understand, here is a bad pass, and Barcelona is on the counter. Gavi trying to find someone. He finds Balde. Balde's pass is overhit. Ball goes out. Real Madrid's goal kick. Yeah, Rudiger totally loses Araujo there. Bad defending, totally bad defending from Real Madrid there. Here is Militao. He has been one of the solid defenders in our defense. So when you consider Mendy making regular mistakes, Vasquez, even Alaba gave away a penalty the other day. So here is Valverde, Valverde to Carvajal. Carvajal passes it to Benzema. Benzema dropping very deep to combine here. Valverde to Modric. Modric finding Vinicius on the right hand side. The ball is overhit a little bit. Ball goes out of play. Throw into Barcelona. Here is Balde. He's a really talented player, to be honest. Really like the look of him. He's going to be staying in Barcelona for a long time. If they don't have shit recruitment or management like us who sell fullbacks like Theo Hernandez and Ashraf Hakimi, and now we don't have any reliable fullbacks in the team. Carvajal is injured most of the time. Mendy is only good at defensive side of the game, defensive phase, but normally when he's not being good, solid as defensive fullback, he becomes a liability. So we need a both-way fullback. To be honest, the modern game you cannot have a fullback only good at defensive responsibilities, and that's really bad. That's a really bad challenge from Araujo to Vinicius. That should be a yellow card worthy challenge, but as we know, it won't be a yellow card worthy challenge. That's late, and he catches Vinicius's ankle really, really badly. But the referee is, of course, not going to give it. This shithead, we shouldn't expect anything from this kind of shithead referees. And the asshole linesman was there too. Lineman was there too. So, yeah, we are not getting many calls, so that's expected. Let's just get on with it. No point in bitching about it. And here is Barcelona in possession. Lewandowski. Here is Dembele. The duel between Dembele and Mendy will be vital for us. So we have to keep an eye on Dembele. Throw in awarded to Real Madrid here. There is the Barcelona bench. Rafinha, Fati. They have a lot of weapons they can bring on in the second half, and we have really, really average weapons. Other than Rodrigo, Asensio is damn average. Mariano is shit. Hazard is shit. Well, so we don't have anyone else to be honest. And then in midfield, Chouameni is injured. So in midfield, we only have Ceballos. We can bring in during the second half, and that's it. That's our only choices. One change we can make in Ceballos in midfield, and only one good change. There is Rodrigo. You can play Asensio, but you shouldn't expect anything great from Asensio. He will give you average matches, average performances. That's it. And no one expects anything more, anything anymore from Hazard. People expect even more from Mariano than Hazard. So the less we talk about him, the better. Barcelona is looking to even sell Memphis Depay and bring back Aubameyang, so they can have so many strikers in the team. But Real Madrid cannot even have one decent winger, right wing, or one decent striking backup. I would love to have a Depay as a backup. He can play all across the front line, but we don't have, yeah, other than Rodrigo, we have nothing in attack that can come from the bench, and that's a disaster for Real Madrid because the second half of this season is going to be brutal. There are matches every 3 days, and the players will get tired, the players will get injured. When those things happen, just imagine we don't have Benzema and Vinicius at the same time, same point of the season for a couple of weeks. You cannot even expect, I don't know where we will get the goals from. Those are really big problems, huge problems that we have. Here is Barcelona in possession. Camavinga and Cruz are playing the deepest in midfield. Modric. I think Modric is the playing. Here is Pedri. His run was checked by Valverde. Oh, oh, ho, ho. Great save by Courtois there. Ball hits the woodwork. Then the shot from Balde goes over the top of the bar. I think. Great chance for Barcelona. Balde should have done better there. That was a really good chance for Barcelona. Yeah. First bit of real threat from Barcelona here. Hmm. Not good. Not good. Not good at all. We haven't started the match well. I think we need to tire out this Barcelona team, and then if we have the better, I hope we have the better stamina and take the match away from them in the later stages of the game because we don't really score many goals nowadays. So the one or two goals that we might score needs. I wouldn't be unhappy if we score it in second half. The less time we give Barcelona to equalize, the better for us. And Barcelona, it will be really difficult to keep this Barcelona team out of this score sheet here, to be honest. Our defense has been really shaky recently, even against Real Valladolid. We were really lucky to win that match. Then we lost against Villarreal, against Valencia. It was the same story. Didn't perform and won. Courtesy of the penalty shootout. So that's the problem for us, not scoring enough goals. Even though Ancelotti talks in the press conferences about the defense leaking goals, our problem is not creating enough chances and scoring goals too. It's not only the defense, the whole team isn't performing. One of the only performers in this team is Tony Cruz, and recently, I would say Benzema is getting back to form. Valverde played well against Valencia, so we can hope that Valverde will get back into form. Militao has performed better than the others, and that's it. I wouldn't say, oh yeah, Courtois, of course, he saved us with lots of great saves in multiple matches. Other than that, the other players has been horribly off form most of the time since even before the World Cup. And here is Barcelona in possession. Kunde, Vinicius pressing him. Referee blows for a foul. Free kick to Barcelona. Here comes Barca through Gavi. Gavi to Busquets. Busquets to Christiansen. Christiansen, no one is going ahead to press him. He has lots of time on the ball to pick out his pass here. Here is Pedri. Looks like we have some pressing triggers. Whenever Busquets gets onto the ball, we try to press. Whenever Pedri gets onto the ball, we try to press, and we are pressing, and um, defending our territory. We are doing a territorial press. We are maybe whenever Barca gets into 30, the 35 yard within our defense, our midfield and defense, that's when we trigger the press to take the ball away from Barcelona. We don't want to let them go in too deep. And there is the was trying to thread it through to who was that? Balde, but intercepted by Carvajal. That was a vital interception there. Here comes Rudiger with his lanky build. Rudiger to Mendy. Mendy, here goes Modric. Modric to Militao. To Carvajal. To Valverde. Valverde Benzema. Pass wasn't pass not collected by Carvajal here. Again, ball is passed to Carvajal. Carvajal almost loses the ball, holds on to the ball. Pass it to Modric. Modric to Militao. Kroos. Kroos is almost playing as a third center back. He is playing so deep. He is the deep line playmaker, to be honest. Here is Camavinga. Camavinga to Mendy. Mendy has lots of space here. And here is Benzema with the. Oh! That was a pinpoint, perfect cross from Mendy. Benzema's header. Oh, cannot find the target. Encouraging bit of football there from Real Madrid. That was a great pass from Valverde there. Great backheel pass. Carvajal looking for Vinicius. Headed away by Araujo. Vinicius recovers the ball. Vinicius trying to. Vinicius does great here. Still Vinicius to Carvajal. Here is Valverde. Valverde taking on Balde. Valverde loses the battle. Ball goes out of play. Yeah, this Balde guy is gonna be a problem for us in future Clásicos too. Balde. Ter Stegen finds Pedri. Pedri heads it down to Busquets or Lewandowski. Now here comes Kunde. Kunde to Osman Dembele. Dembele tracking on Mendy, Pedri, Frankie de Jong. Haven't seen much of Frankie de Jong so far in the first 20 minutes. He has been mostly invisible. And here is Frankie de Jong. He tries a shot, blocked by Militao. Ooh, that was a good cross from Balde there. Totally misjudged by the whole defense and whole Barca forward line too. Ball goes out of play. That was a really good pass there. Who passed it to Frankie de Jong? I didn't notice. And that was a good cross there from Balde. Mendy with the throw in. Vinicius is manhandled there by Araujo. The longer the referee lets Araujo go get away with it, the more he's going to do it. Until he gets a yellow card, he's not going to stop. So we'll have to see how long the referee will allow Araujo to keep pushing Vinicius down. Those are cynical fouls. If you keep doing it three, four, 5 times, the referee has to react. Then you cannot just keep fouling the same players same way just because it's not a serious foul. Cynical fouls. If you keep doing it multiple times, you have to stop that player and say that one more time you go into the book. Here is Araujo with the throw in here. The Real Madrid fans in the stands. Throw in recovered by Mendy. Barca recovers the ball. Araujo with the crossfield ball. Gavi is chasing it, but the ball goes out of play. I think the ball, it should be a, oh, yeah, the whole whole side of that stand is appealing for the throw in because it looked like the ball has uh, gone out. Oh, Modric almost loses the ball. To be honest, we haven't seen much of Modric too. Modric has been in really terrible form. He hasn't showed anything since after the World Cup. So I was expecting Modric to come back into form, but looks like nah, he hasn't really come back into form yet. 22 minutes over, Real Madrid nil, Barcelona nil. We haven't seen much of Modric. We need him to create some opportunities for our forward. We are seeing nothing. We only saw one header from Benzema, and that's it. After 22 minutes, 23 minutes, that's the only threat that came out of Real Madrid. And in the meantime, Barcelona had three good chances to score. Here is the corner from Barcelona. Ball is headed away by Real Madrid. Frankie de Jong head the ball out of the field. Throw into Real Madrid. Here is some of the contingent of the Barca support in the stands. Here is Benzema. Benzema to Vinicius. Vinicius cannot pick out his pass. He passes it to Busquets. Busquets to De Jong. De Jong to Pedri. Pedri. Yeah, we are not doing really well with the midfield battle here. We are not dominating. Barcelona's midfield is dominating right now. They're dictating the play, and I'm not loving it one bit. Not a good display so far from Real Madrid here. Barcelona are mostly the team with the better created opportunities, better goal scoring chances. We have done well to not concede so far, to be honest. But that's it. And if you keep letting them have their um, possession, they will finally find a way through. They will keep poking, 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 and finally they will find a hole somewhere. We cannot let that happen. We have to impose our game on them. Maybe we will do it in the second half. So let's see. Here comes Vinicius. Vinicius has Camavinga on this side. He picks out Modric. Modric picks out Benzema, and Benzema totally miscalculates. And the linesman shows that it's an offside anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Let's check out if it was offside. Yeah, it was miles offside. Miles offside. But Ter Stegen did really well here, to be honest, to take care. of the threat. Here is Ter Stegen trying to find Dembele. Mendy with the interception. Now Toni Kroos to Valverde. Valverde over dribbles with the ball. He keeps hold of the ball. Now here is Camavinga. Camavinga has been playing better tonight. He has been a lot better. He is doing really well here. Oh, I think Camavinga, Toni Kroos. Oh, yeah, Camavinga and Toni Kroos has been the better players in the midfield for Real Madrid. Valverde. After that, yeah, some glimpses of Valverde. And nothing from Modric so far. Here is Camavinga. Oh, overcooked pass. The ball goes out of play. Goal kick to Barcelona. Here is Real Madrid bench. Asensio, Ceballos. Here comes Jules Koundé. Koundé finds Lewandowski. Lewandowski loses the ball. Rudiger tries to recover the ball. Ball goes out of play. Throw into Barcelona. Xavi. Xavi. And here comes Barcelona again. Balde passes it to Gavi. Gavi is in an offside position, I think. Modric tried to start the game with a cheeky quick pass, but the referee says we have to go back. Here Benzema comes so deep. You can see how deep he has to come to collect the ball. And Valverde is caught flat-footed here. He cannot reach the pass there. Ball goes out of play. And that's our problem. Benzema is not where he is supposed to be because he is most of the time has to drop really deep to collect the ball, combine, then get to the end of the process, end of the attacks, and that takes a lot out of him. Of course, Benzema's all-around game has always been great, but we cannot really expect Benzema to keep doing everything by himself in attack when he is 34 years old. You have to help Benzema. You have to help him better. Our midfield needs to create opportunities for Benzema better. Here is Rudiger in possession. Rudiger trying to find Vinicius. Vinicius stops his run, so the ball goes directly to Ter Stegen. Now Busquets, Benzema putting some pressure on Busquets. Busquets loses the ball. Busquets to Pedri here. Pedri to Araujo. Araujo has so far taken care of Vinicius, and one of the main reasons is the cynical fouls. Whenever Vinicius is up against him, he totally pushes him off the ball, pushes him off the ground. How can you do anything on the ball if someone is pushing you from the behind or grabbing you, manhandling you all the time? The referee has to keep it in mind that it has happened already 3, 4 times. If he keeps continuing it and you don't give him a yellow card, then you're totally ruining the uh, game, football, totally the football of a really exciting player. No one can play football if someone is continuously uh, shoving him down the pitch. Here is Vinicius Junior. Vinicius, Vinicius, Vinicius. Oh, great bit of dribbling there, Vinicius. But there are too many people here. There is no one to support him. Mendy doesn't come to support. Mendy doesn't like to move from the halfway line most of the time. And one of the midfielders should have gone there in to help Vinicius out. He was isolated against three defenders of Barcelona. I don't know. The Barcelona team overestimates Vinicius or something because they keep. And here it is. Araujo can do it, but Mendy cannot do it. Araujo can do it, but Mendy cannot do it. The first time Dembele is pushed by Mendy, Mendy has been given a yellow, but Araujo has been fouling and pushing Vinicius down, but Araujo doesn't get a yellow. This is the kind of refereeing that is not fun, not funny at all. Here is Barcelona's chance from a set piece here. Dangerous looking set piece, cleared away. Looks like someone is injured here. Rudiger is on the ground. Seems to be alright. Let's see what happened here. Oh, ho, ho. Friendly fire. Courtois' arm hits Rudiger's head on the side. Unfortunate. He's alright to go on. Real Madrid has the ball here. Rudiger is back. Here is Camavinga. The pass is a really bad looking pass from Rudiger. And here is Barcelona's chance, and Barcelona scores. And it all starts from Rudiger. He just came on after. Uh, and you pass him the ball. He picks out a back pass. Camavinga is pressed, loses the ball. Barca gets an easy goal. There wasn't a pass there for Camavinga. Another defensive mistake, another defensive mistake, another defensive mistake. Every match, every single match, we concede from easy defensive mistakes. Easy defensive mistakes. We make it so easy for the opponent to score goals when we cannot even create our own goals. We cannot score goals from open play. We are so poor in attack. And we give free goals to the opposition. What are we doing here? After 34 minutes, Barcelona 1, Real Madrid nil. Freaking unbelievable. Every match there is a mistake from the defense and we get punished. Even Courtois cannot save you every single time. He is not a superhuman. Even though he does superhuman saves a lot of the time, he cannot do it all the time. Just don't concede two. Go to the halftime with one goal behind at the very least, and then regroup and do something with the team, Mr. Carlo. You let them take it too easy all the time. All the teams got at the very least three friendly matches before coming back into the season. We only got one full friendly match to prepare for the season after the World Cup. That's just negligence on the part of the management, the planning of the season, second half of the season, giving the player. So you cannot give them less rest, but if you give them too much of a rest, I don't know. It doesn't look like the Arsenal, Manchester United, Barcelona, most of the teams in the world needed that much rest. Why does Real Madrid players need so much rest? Casemiro comes back from the World Cup, plays in a Carabao Cup match 20th of December, but Real Madrid's Brazilians come back to training on 26th of December or something. This is the problem. We take it too easy sometimes, whereas they are better prepared to resume the season. We are less prepared, and now we cannot even use that as an excuse because it has already been how many matches we have played. We have played against Valladolid, we have played in the Copa del Rey, we have played against Villarreal, we have played against Valencia. So it has been already four matches. So you don't need more practice when you're having this kind of official matches. So it's just they're in shit form. That's it. Shitty, shitty, shitty form. Here is Tony Cruz with the long pass to Carvajal. Carvajal to Valverde. Valverde to Carvajal. To Modric. Do something, Luca. Valverde. Luka Modric to Carvajal. Carvajal to Valverde. Corner to Real Madrid. Here comes the corner from Tony Cruz, headed away by Araujo, collected by Camavinga. Camavinga with a crossfield ball. Militao cannot control the ball. Ball goes out of play. Throw in to Barcelona. We are trying to work something out here. Valverde and Modric trying to combine. But Balde is up to the task. We are not going to enjoy much down the right wing side anyway. We don't have a natural right winger, and Balde he looks like to be a great talent, really, really assured in defense, good at overlapping runs. So there isn't much. The makeshift right wing of our Valverde can do really. Fede is getting the short end of the stick. Here comes Real Madrid once more through Carvajal, but Carvajal really cannot keep hold of the ball, wrestling with the Barcelona player, and referee says foul. So free kick to Barcelona. Here comes Barcelona once more. Oh, Dembele almost runs through our whole midfield, and Cruz isn't happy. Balls come over the top for Lewandowski. Militao does really well there. Ball goes out of play. Yeah, Xavi looks really animatic there. Here is Barcelona again in possession. Here is Kunde. Ooh, Benzema almost steals it. Benzema is instructing Vini to put some pressure on Araujo. Vini looks gassed. He cannot put the required pressure, and Barcelona is still in possession here. And here you go. I was talking that let's not go down 2-0 before the before the halftime finish, before the first half finishes. But no, that wasn't supposed to happen. Just before the first half finishes, we concede one more goal, and this time it's Robert Lewandowski. Comical defending there from Carvajal. He gets sucked into the ball instead of tracking the runner. The runner picks out Lewandowski for a tap in there. What a mess of a defense. What a shit defending, attacking. What a shit team performance. Just don't embarrass yourselves and lose by 4 goals or something. Assholes. If you're going to lose, at least lose with some dignity sometimes. Lose is loss. A loss is a loss anyway. But just don't lose in this kind of fashion. Like, what kind of defensive structure is that? Carvajal, this guy has become so shit. He is injured 50% of the time, and the other times he plays 30 to 40% of the time he is bad to below average, and maximum 10% of the time he is good. I don't know. And the other day, reports came out the shitty Real Madrid management who doesn't like to buy backup players for some players positions where we need to. And now see, there is no coordination. It looks like a highway. The players are in all kinds of shit. Like, Barcelona is getting through. This Carvajal, oh man, I get so angry whenever I see him. He's such an unreliable player now. And that's the whistle for the halftime. Just fucking unbelievable. What kind of. Both goals came out from rookie defensive mistakes. One came out from Rudiger and one came out through Carvajal. That guy is so shit. And the management says, no, we don't need a right back. We have Carvajal. We trust in him. And we have backups like Vasquez, who isn't even a right back. They consider him as a backup. And they say they are going to maybe trust in a Castilla player who came from the Ukrainian league. I don't know what's his name, Vinicius Tobias, who is raw. You keep selling your best fullback talents. You sold Hakimi, then you first hold Theo Hernandez, who is one of the best left backs in the world, top three left backs in the world. Now in AC Milan, you sold Hakimi, who is one of the top five right backs in the world right now, fullbacks. You sold really talented players like Miguel Gutierrez. You sold Fran Garcia, and then you don't bring on anyone. You just say, yeah, maybe you will bring. We could have bring on Fran Garcia this season. We could have brought on better backup, to compete. Not even backup. We need a first choice right back. Carvajal isn't a first choice right back for Real Madrid anymore. He is just washed up. He's washed. So yeah, Modric has been really poor this match. Camavinga has been better than others. Cruz has done his job, however, however much that is, but he has been poor. He has been average, I would say. Vinicius did nothing. Benzema, so far, one chance. He got one opportunity. He couldn't hit the target. Valverde, nothing to talk about. So the whole team has been from poor to below average, maximum average, and you cannot win classicos like that, and you get humiliated in classicos like that. We have experience in those because this team, when they become shit, they become really shit, and they somehow forget how to play football. And it reminds me of the second half of the second season of Ancelotti's first tenure. It started going to shit since the start of January last time too, and it's the same song, different season. Ancelotti's second season, second half of the season, starting January, it's falling apart, and I expect us to lose more points and lose the league. In Champions League, we have no chance. Our team isn't going to beat teams like Manchester City, Bayern Munich, or PSG. So yeah, and Copa del Rey, we never win Copa del Rey anyway. We rarely win Copa del Rey. So I think if it goes a trophyless season, you cannot win any of the big trophies. Ancelotti will be sacked. And with Zidane right now, without a club, yeah, I guess that won't be that bad. if we finish trophyless anyway. And I'm not being reactionary. You can see from the patterns of play, this team looks really lethargic, looks gassed, doesn't have a creative bone in it. We do not create chances. We do not defend well. Last season, the reason our defense was good, it's because Zidane drilled a really, really good defense. Zidane always drills a really, really good defense. We become really hard to beat. We became really hard to beat under Zinedine Zidane, and the coming manager in Ancelotti had some advantage because of that, and we know that he organizes his attacks better. His play teams play better attacking football. But this season, as defense has deteriorated, he hasn't been able to rejuvenate the attack. Maybe there is some reason behind it, and the management, the people who plan the squad, hasn't given him enough tools to rejuvenate the team. So we are missing a right winger, we are missing a backup striker, we are missing backup fullbacks, we are missing a first choice right back. So we have a lot of holes in the team. So it won't be his fault 100% if we do not win any big trophies this season. But yeah, to be honest, I cannot really fault him. But he's too, I don't know, feels like too relaxed approached. And that was the reason he got sacked last time too. The squad becomes too relaxed under him. It just looks like it is relaxed once more. And he won't survive if he doesn't win anything major again this time. So yeah, that's my input on our team so far. See you when the second half starts. All right, here we go. Here comes the second half. We are gonna do fuck all, and we are most probably gonna concede a couple of more goals. So whoever is still watching this match, yeah, you guys have, um, I don't know, you can, um, I am even losing words that I am so just pathetic football, pathetic game plan, pathetic defending, pathetic overall pathetic performance. The midfield has been pathetic, the forwards have been pathetic, the defense has been embarrassing, not even just pathetic. It's the defense is so shit. They are just useless. Carvajal, he's becoming like a Marcelo. Marcelo started going back. I don't know, after we won the 13th, and I guess he Carvajal has run his course. He already the last couple of years he was injured most of the time, but whenever he was fit, he was at least serviceable. Now he just, I don't even know what he is doing there. He cannot even deal with that Gavi kid. He has regressed to maximum level. I don't have any trust on his abilities anymore. And considering the kind of team planners management we have, I don't expect him to get replaced. There is photos of Florentino Perez and his buddy JAS. JAS is one of the players who is the most who contributes the most when it comes to signings for Real Madrid. So if we are struggling with lack of signings now, lack of a squad depth, you know where to look at. And here is Rudiger with his shit defending once more, losing the ball, putting the whole team under pressure. I'm just tired of watching Rudiger and Carvajal clowning the whole match. He is so shaky. Oh man, whatever you bring from that Chelsea team, stop bringing anything from that Chelsea team. That Chelsea team is so shit. You can see that even while they are buying so many players, still they cannot do anything. Their team is so shit. And we brought a defender from there. I thought he was a good enough defender, but it looks like he's too shaky on the ball. I don't know. I don't really know anymore. There is nothing to even talk about here. They have already wasted the whole game plan. Now, what can you change? You have nothing on the bench. You have Rodrigo. You have Asensio. You have Ceballos. They are gonna do Ceballos and Asensio are gonna do fuck all. Maybe Rodrigo can do something. You cannot really say that Rodrigo isn't going to do anything. He has done things before, but I am not expecting much from this team tonight. I would be more than happy if they can score at the very least one goal. That's it. That's all. Uh, that's the only expectation I have. And here comes Barcelona once more. Here it could be 3-0. Here goes Dembele. Thibaut Courtois with another great save to not let us go down 3-0. Whenever we are in this kind of shit, this team is always this shit. Where is Carvajal? Carvajal cannot keep track of the right of his side one bit. He has been skinned multiple times, many times already in this match. I don't know what Ancelotti has done during the halftime. It doesn't look to have worked. The team is too vulnerable in defense. He should have made it clear. Look for the goals, but don't play like donkeys. They are playing like donkeys, giving them Barcelona a highway uh, through our whole defense. There is no defense. Where is the defense? They are making pot shots. They will be able to make pot shots at Courtois. Courtois gets stranded against Dembele in one-on-one situation. What kind of planning is this? What kind of tactics is this? Ancelotti needed to fix up during the second half. It doesn't look like he has fixed shit. Just don't humiliate the Real Madrid badge and make embarrassing results again. Fucking useless assholes. Here is Carvajal again. Nowhere near this fucker. Why isn't Ancelotti making a substitute, bringing on Nacho in the to cover that right side of the defense? He is just getting smoked every single time. The freaking this. No, are these managers blind or something? Kamavinga was doing well. He took out Kamavinga. Modric has been shit. He keeps Modric. Is it because Modric is the experienced player? You can keep him as the experienced player. Okay, keep Kamavinga too. It's not like Rodrigo is gonna do shit when you don't provide shit from midfield anyway. But you keep the player who has been liability for the defense. He totally gives anyone who is coming through that right hand side a highway to pass through. What are you doing with him? Why aren't you changing him? Why aren't you hooking him off? He needs to be sent back to the shadow realm. He doesn't deserve to wear the shirt again after this kind of performances. He needs to be banished to the shadow realm for at least a couple of matches before he just gets his shit together. It's just terrible, terrible football all around. Kickoff. At last, there is some kind of pressure from Real Madrid. There was a counter here, but dealt well by the Barcelona defense, and we don't score from corners anyway, so does it even matter here? Here is Modric, who has done nothing the whole match. Here comes the cross. No one to attack the cross. Why do you even cross? Stop crossing. There is no one to attack the crosses. I would be happy if someone just blows the whistle already. This team is just gonna embarrass us. I feel it in my bones. It's gonna end 3-0 or 4-0. And here comes the shithead. Here comes Carvajal. Okay, shit. You see, he cannot even pass correctly. Cruz is standing there. There is no pressure. His pass is wayward. He misses Cruz. Oh, he is most of the time in no man's land. He is not. Um, he is not blocking the passing lane. He is not. He's just running around doing nothing. That's it. Carvajal is just running around doing nothing. Vinicius always tries to be extra clever. Why can't you do the simple thing simple? Why are you looking for such complicated schemes, man? Third, the battle on the left wing, left hand side would be the vital, but it looks like because of Carvajal, it became our Achilles heel, the right hand side of the defense. We are so shit on this side that Barcelona is having their way with the right hand side every single time. There is no coordination, no plan, no tactics. Everyone is just doing something, running around, trying to do something. Suddenly, Valverde has been pulled from the right hand side to the left hand side, and don't even know what the plan of Ancelotti is here, but who cares? If you're going to be this shit, should have just given Valencia the opportunity to do something in the final. Maybe they could have done better here. They would have definitely done better than this. Valencia played a lot better, much better. Fuck this shit, man. Yeah, at last he has taken out Modric, who has been less than useless in this match. And he should take out Carvajal too, who is just making more problems than there is solutions. Just take out Carvajal, bring on Nacho, finish the match with some players who is not gonna make a mockery of themselves instead of keeping players who are just terrible on the pitch. And just send Modric to, I don't know, give him a 1 month rest or something. He wants to play the next World Cup too, so give him the rest for as long as he wants. So yeah, he's not fit to play as the Real Madrid starting midfielder anymore. Yeah, I'm being a little bit reactionary, but what can you say? We are losing the El Clasico really terribly. No performance. Uh, Nothing. It's shameful performance so far. Barcelona should be up by 4-0 by now. At last, they are making some overloads. The ball goes out of play anyway. Okay. Another counter here. Here comes Dembele. Rudiger does well there. Flagged offside. Referee says fucking play on. So play on. Ceballos. At last, he gives a yellow to Araujo. Good job. Great job. Okay. He has been doing it all game, but no. He only gets a yellow now. And where is Carvajal? He is always not anywhere. Oh. This third goal is on Ancelotti. He should have replaced Carvajal long time ago. After the second goal, he should have replaced Carvajal. He didn't. Because Ancelotti has a humiliation kink or something. Okay, that's it for tonight. I'm not going to watch this first of a match anymore. See you next time. Do whatever you were doing. Whoever wants to finish this match, they are welcome to do so. See you next time.